What is going on, everyone? Okay, so in addition to iOS 26.4's first beta release timing, over the weekend, Mark Gurman came out and had a ton of new information on Apple products launching this year with some more, I don't want to say concrete timelines necessarily, but a little bit better guidance when we can expect them. And it comes with everything from the iPhone 17e, updated iPads, including the iPad 12 and new Air, as well as fresh MacBook Pro models. Obviously, like I said, nothing is official yet, but I want to dive into everything that's been leaked and reported over the weekend and what rumors say about the specs and timing and what it'll mean for you guys. So let's go ahead and start with the iPhone 17e, since that is the most imminent one, and that was even the wording that was used in these articles. As far as changes go, this is actually, obviously it's their budget and mid-range iPhone that really isn't so much budget anymore. At a $600 price point from the iPhone 16e, it will carry over to the iPhone 17e as well. However, $600 is no light chunk of change. That's still pretty pricey. You can get some good Android phones for that price, but if you're looking to get into the Apple ecosystem, the 17e could be good for that. As far as what the rumors are pointing to, we should get the A19 chip, which is the same silicone used in last year's iPhone 17 series, even in this more affordable model. That could bring a nice performance jump from the price segment. One thing that wasn't confirmed that a lot of leaks are actually kind of going back and forth about are the dynamic island. So the 16e notably obviously had the notch still, and there is still rumors that we will get a dynamic island on the 17e. However, I would temper expectations somewhat for that. I still think we're going to be getting a notch, unfortunately. Now, one big omission that I'm so glad to see is here, and it's pretty much confirmed at this point, is finally MagSafe support. So this was something massively disappointing in the iPhone 16e that inevitably caused me to get rid of it and not use it even for future review purposes or anything like that. MagSafe has become a trivial part of my daily workflow and all that, and I miss being able to have cases that have magnetic attachments to it, being able to wirelessly charge from it and all of that. And while you could wirelessly charge the 16e, it just didn't work as well to align magnets and all that. You did have cases that made it possible, but MagSafe support should finally be joining on the iPhone 17e. Now, aside from that, we should also get a C1X modem and an N1 connectivity chips, which could boost wireless performance and efficiency. And those are really it. As much as we'd like to say there's going to be a ton of other things being added, I think the A19 chip and the MagSafe capabilities are going to be what drives people to the phone nonetheless. Then aside from that, we have new iPad 12 and iPad Air rumors. For the iPad 12, it's crazy as it is that we're on the 12th gen already, but this is going to be their entry-level iPad, and it should now be getting the A18 chip. So while it is a couple of years old, it still should bring better performance and first-time Apple Intelligence support to a base iPad. That's going to be nice to see, and it should help with sales, especially with, as we know, a continuing push into the AI segment. No other major design overhauls expected. It's likely to look the exact same as the current entry-level model, but much faster under the hood. And same with the Air. There's still no big design change rumored for that yet, but improved performance from an updated M4 chip would put it closer in power to an iPad Pro family without the Pro price tag. I think that'll be very helpful for a lot of people that want Pro level speeds without the Pro level price. The slight upgrade and upcharge from a base model to an Air has come down somewhat, so it'll be very curious to see exactly what that will entail. Almost more exciting is the new MacBook Pro rumors, and there's rumors now we will get 2 refreshes this year. One in about the March timeframe, and then another one at the end of the year or the very beginning of 2027. And what's rumored now is the M5 Pro and M5 Max chips that were spotted in beta software, or actually the RC I should say, which is a strong hint that the new MacBook Pros are coming soon. These chips should deliver major performance boosts over current models when it comes to video editing, 3D work, and development tasks. So we'll have to see how that plays out, but I am super excited to see how they actually advise on that. As always too, I'm not expecting any actual event for these. These should just be press releases in Apple's newsroom, but we'll have to see what happens with that. But those rumors do point to early March releases, which could line up with macOS 26.3's expected release cycle. There is also that chatter I was talking about a full redesign at the end of 2026, potentially with a slimmer frame, new camera design, and OLED displays, possibly even touchscreen, which would be awesome. So, as you can tell, what this means for you guys, big picture, if you're thinking about buying any of these products right now, maybe pause and wait until we see what Apple announces in the next 30 days or so, because that should give us a little bit clearer of a picture. We know Apple is going to be going big for their 50th anniversary, which is very soon as well. So I have a feeling we'll see a ton of new products for that, these being just a couple. There's also rumors hinting at new, external displays, smart home products, and even those OLED screens for Macs later in the year, which is going to be huge. Again, remember, these are just rumors and Apple hasn't announced anything yet. But if you are looking at these items, if the first half turns out to be real, 2026 is shaping up to be a huge year for Apple hardware. So, which rumors are you most excited about? That just got leaked over the weekend. Is it the new iPads, the next-gen MacBook Pros? Let me know, comment down below, and we will catch you in the next one. Peace.